And to talk to us more about his nomination to the Department of National Defense, we have with us retired General Jose Faustino Jr. over the line. Good evening, sir. First off, were you surprised or did you expect this appointment?
Of course, I was surprised. And there are a lot of, I think, candidates for the position. Well, I'm so grateful to the president, to President-elect Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. for my appointment as the Senior Undersecretary in OIC of DND. Really, it's an honor for me.
All right, and having said that, General, did the President-elect already give you some marching orders? What will be your priorities over at the DND?
Yeah, as an appointee of the president, I am just the alter ego of the president, and all policies will emanate from our president-elect, and of course, as the commander-in-chief. So we will wait for, but I base I am basing my direction on the policy statements already made by our president. And, of course, I will be guided by the president's vision of a strong nation through national unity, economic recovery, and nation building.
All right, let's talk about threats and challenges. What do you think will be the biggest threats in handling the country's security and defense in the next 6 years?
Well, we have our security challenges at the moment, which is the internal conflict that we have, borne about by the local terrorist groups, and of course the New People's Army, the CPP and PNDF. We also have the territorial defense, the security challenges when it comes to territorial defense. And one, I think, very important aspect when it comes to security challenges, the climate change. Also, of course, we're concentrating. When I was still the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, we are giving more emphasis also on cybersecurity, and of course our law enforcement support operations to the Philippine National Police when it comes to criminality and drugs. I think that's it. These security challenges that I think we will be facing at the present and in the near future.
All right, I'm going to ask you about China in just a bit, but let's speak about threats first. Former Senator Juan Ponce Enrilio's already agreed to be the legal advisor of the president or incoming President Marcos, flagged a supposed threat against the incoming president, BBM. Do you have any additional information on this, or have you been briefed on this?
Honestly, no, because of the designation or the appointment just came this morning, and right now I'm not in a position to discuss that. And I think for practice that we have when I was still in the service, our intelligence units or intelligence communities are taking a look into it.
All right, now moving on to matters of territory. Along with the Department of Foreign Affairs, your office will be handling issues in the West Philippine Sea. Has the incoming president discussed this with you? I'm going to ask, even though you've just said that, the appointment just came in this morning.
Yes, I think we haven't discussed much on issues on the West Philippine Sea or the South China Sea with the president. But I'm taking my cue from his pronouncements. We have to lessen or to reduce the tension in those areas. And the statement of President-elect Marcos is very clear of not a single square inch will be surrendered, but to anybody. But besides that, we will have to continue to engage China. So I'll take my cue from that. And as you said, this is a convergence and a collaboration of efforts that will involve different departments, not only the Department of National Defense.
Right. I suppose that policy will be taking a firmer shape in the coming months or weeks. Moving on now to matters of counterinsurgency, General Faustino, do you have any plans or any ideas on how to battle, one of our issues which you yourself said is on the forefront, which is counterinsurgency?
Yeah, all right. I think the advantage that I have right now is that I just retired last year, so I am should we say current when it comes to the insurgency or counterinsurgency campaign that we have right now. With that, I think the president already made a statement that the continuation of the LCAP and the best practices that was done during the last administration will be continued when it comes to counterinsurgency.
Right. And have you spoken to, maybe not, but what are your plans, to work with incoming National Security Advisor Clarita Carlos? And how do you think this working relationship between you two will be like, considering her civilian background?
Yes. Let me inform everybody that Professor Clarita Carlos was my professor when I took up a course at the National Defense College of the Philippines, and I have nothing but respect to Professor Carlos. And with that being said, the relationship with our National Security Advisor will be more of collaborative and consultative relationship. I'm sure that I will learn a lot from our National Security Advisor, appointee Clarita Carlos.
All right. Thank you for sharing your time and insights with us. Retired General Jose Faustino Jr. on the phone. Thank you, sir.